Hi, I'm Sarah DeCiccio. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I'm the founder of Finding Your Well Spot, which you can check me out online at findingyourwellspot.com. As well, I'm partnered with USANA Health Sciences, and today I am in a rush, but I did have a request come in from Denise who wanted to know more about Caulirice. So if you've never heard of this before, if you can't tolerate grains or maybe you're trying to incorporate more vegetables into your diet, you could try Caulirice. Caulirice is basically making rice out of cauliflower. So it looks like rice, it tastes similar to rice, you could flavor it like rice, but technically you're getting more vegetables into your diet because we're using cauliflower today. So there's a billion different recipes out there. I know some people have been searching for bags of Caulirice, like already pre-done for you. It's so easy, you can make it for yourself. You do not need to try and find pre-made Caulirice. You can do it yourself. All you need is a food processor. If you don't even have one of those, I'm sure you could even do it with a blender. So just to make a basic Caulirice that I do for my family, all I'm going to do right now is I'm taking a food processor, my food processor, and I have a medium onion in there and a garlic, one garlic clove. And I'm just pulsing it. And you don't want to pulse too much because you don't want to make it into an onion soup type thing. If I can just get this off. There we go. And you're just going to scoop that in. I already have a pan heated. And I'm just going to put my onions. It's been heating for a while. And we're just gonna saute that up for a little bit. You can add in some salt and pepper at this point if you like. Any way that you want to season it. I forgot all my seasonings right now because again, I am just in a rush today and I really wanted to get this video out for you guys so you can see how easy this is. So, of course, it's almost the end of school. You know, kids have hockey. We do not have time to fool around once it comes to supper. So that is basically what I'm doing. So we're basically going to have like a stir fry tonight with the Caulirice. So what I'm doing is just sauteing up that onion and garlic. You could add in any seasonings you want. So depending on what you want to do, some people do like a stir fry with it, which is kind of what we're going to do tonight with it. So you can have lots of vegetables and your kids aren't even going to know. You can do like a saffron type of Caulirice. You could do like a coconut lime. If you just Google some recipes, you will find a lot on there. You can even do burritos out of this. Anything that you would use rice for, you can basically use the Caulirice for. It's that easy. So you just want to break up your cauliflower into little florets so it's easy enough to process in your food processor. And the one thing about, and I learned this from experience too, you don't want to over process the cauliflower florets because if you do, then it's just really mushy and then you're not going to have a really good consistency. Now you could do this with your food processor, or if you're not as lazy as I am, you know how you have the different blades with your food processor? There's one that looks like a cheese grater. If you use that, you'll get more of a consistency of a rice grain as opposed to kind of like a ball that we're going to kind of get, if that makes any sense. But that's really, it depends on what kind of consistency you want. If you don't have a food processor, you can even use a cheese grater, like a box grater, and you could just grate your cauliflower onto that. So I'm just going to cut some of these a bit smaller. I don't think they're all going to fit. Stir that one more time. All right, I'm not going to overdo that because I don't want it to be mushy. I'm just going to take some of those big pieces out for right now. And then you will see that your consistency is like this. If you can see that, that's what your Caulirice is going to look like. So once you have it all chopped up, you're going to just throw it in your frying pan. You're going to cook it up. Once it becomes soft after like 8 to 10 minutes, you can add in either a 1/4 cup of water and steam it the rest of the way, or you can use, I love to use coconut milk, and you can steam it that way and watch it come together that way. So because I'm in a rush and I need to keep going here and go pick up my kids, I will be right back to show you what the end result will look like. Hi, I'm back from my craziness. So just in the middle of cooking supper, basically keeping it pretty basic. We're having chicken thighs. My kids love chicken thighs. My husband does, so do I. So we're having that on the side. So if you want to do like a grain-free type of supper, so if you don't want to have pasta, you don't want to have rice, you don't want to have like potatoes, you can do the caulirice. So this is my end result. I have really nothing in it. It's just onions and garlic and salt and pepper right now. I did add in a little bit of water, like a couple tablespoons towards the end once it was starting to get soft, and I just steamed it for the last 5 minutes to just make it, you know, a little bit softer. And this is the way I like it, and it tastes great. I didn't do a whole head of cauliflower, so this isn't a whole head because I know my family likes to eat it steamed or roasted as well. So I'll probably steam the other half tonight. So then really you're getting double the vegetables in, because they'll think that they're eating rice and then they're eating their vegetables, like the steamed cauliflower on the side. I also like to season it. So like I said, I steamed it with water tonight. You can actually use coconut milk instead if you want to get a coconutty flavor with it. It's super delicious. I really enjoy that. You could also add in, what I like to do, I like to add in a toasted sesame oil, and then I use coconut aminos because my family cannot have gluten or soy. So I mix the two of these to taste. I usually use probably a little bit more of the sesame oil. And then you could pour it over the caulirice as well to give it some flavor. You could add some ginger to it. You can even do more like a stir fry. So you could add in peas, you could do corn if you tolerate corn. You could do broccoli, you could do like a whole pile of things, whatever you can think of. Just like, I just say like throw in your kitchen sink. Whatever is in your fridge that you're trying to get rid of, you can huck in there. And you could look up different recipes, or if you have a great stir fry recipe already, then you could also just pour it over the caulirice with your vegetables and just fry that all up. And then you could add the chicken on top, add some beef, or if you're vegetarian, keep it vegetarian. So whatever is suitable to your taste. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. It is super easy. Don't overthink it. Don't look for the bags of the caulirice. You can absolutely make it on your own, either with a food processor. You can make it with a blender if you really had to, or grate it on a box cheese grater. You could do it that way as well. You'll get the consistency that you need, and it takes on really any flavor. You can even try some chicken stock in there too to see, just give it a different flavor. Even do like a chicken fried rice, but use the caulirice instead. So lots of different variations. Google some recipes, experiment. Sometimes I never follow recipes. I just throw whatever I feel like in there, and it's interesting on how some things can turn out. Some things turn out really, really yummy. So keep following me, share this with your friends. I'd love to see more people. If you have requests like Denise did about the caulirice, for sure message me and I will try to get your videos in. You could follow me on all the social media platforms for the most part. You can go look at my website at findingyourwellspot.com. You can find me on Facebook at Sarah DeCiccio, Finding Your Well Spot, as well as Instagram and YouTube at Finding Your Well Spot. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.